Hello, have a seat, relax. We're going to get started in just a moment. Okie dokie. Quick sound check. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. All right. So have a seat, relax. We're going to get started in just a moment. So find a comfortable spot to sit in. All right. Okay. So have a seat, relax. Find a comfortable position to sit in. And relax your shoulders, sit up straight. And we're going to begin by breathing. So go ahead and take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Follow your breathing. When you're ready to inhale, inhale. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale. As you exhale, imagine you're fogging a mirror with your breath. And with each inhale, feel your spine getting longer and your head reaching for the ceiling. As you exhale, relaxing your shoulders. When you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand, and when you exhale, allow your navel to contract toward your spine. Now on your next inhale, inhale as you raise your arms and hands above your head, palms together if you can, and then exhale through your nose as you lower your arms and hands back down. So now we're breathing through our nose, inhaling, lifting and reaching, and exhaling when you're ready, lowering your arms and hands down. Try and synchronize your breathing with your movement. As you inhale, allow your abdomen to expand, and as you exhale, your navel contracts toward your spine. Moving with your breath. Now on the next inhale, when we're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the right side as you exhale and lower your arms and hands down. And then when you're ready to inhale again, turn your torso back to the center. And when you're ready to exhale, turn your torso to the opposite side as you lower your arms and hands down on the exhale. Move with your breath, alternating sides on the exhale. One more time on each side. And when you're done, bring both arms in front and breathe naturally through your nose. Now straighten your arms out in front, palms of your hands facing toward each other. And we're going to inhale, flexing our wrists with our fingers pointing in, going as far back as we can. And then exhale, point your fingers away as you bring your wrists back to the center. Move with your breath, inhaling with your fingers pointing in, flexing your wrist as much as you can, moving back. And exhale, point your fingers away as you exhale your wrists back together, keeping the arms straight, parallel to the floor. Try and flex your wrists as much as you can. Inhaling out as far back as you can and exhaling in. One more time. And when you're done, bring your hands together in prayer posture in front of your chest with your forearms parallel to the floor, and breathe naturally through your nose. Now put a little pressure between the palms of your hands, pressing the hands together. And when you're ready, inhale, lift your hands as high as you can. And exhale, come back to where we started from, but at the end of the exhale, point your fingertips down, flexing your wrists as much as you can. When you're ready to inhale, point your fingertips up and reach as far as you can. And when you're ready to exhale, come on down with your fingertips pointing down at the very end. Flex your wrists as much as you can. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Move with your breath. One more time. And when you're done, just pause with your hands in prayer posture. Now, take your right hand behind you for support and sit up straight. Take your left arm to the left side of your body. And we're going to inhale and reach our left hand up toward the ceiling, and exhale, reaching for the right front corner. When you're ready to inhale, lift your left hand, reach it for the ceiling, and when you're ready to exhale, lower it down. So continue moving with your breath, inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time. And when you're done, bring your left arm behind you for support, and we're going to switch arms. So sit up straight, move your right arm to the right side of your body. And when you're ready, inhale, reach your right hand up, reach it for the ceiling, and then exhale, reaching for the left front corner. Reach as much as you can, and when you're ready, inhale, reaching up, and exhale when you're ready, coming down. Move with your breath. One more time, inhaling and reaching for the left front corner. And when you're done, bring both arms in front and breathe naturally. Now we're going to get up into all fours on a tabletop position with our hands and our fingers spread wide under our shoulders, our knees under our hips. Observe that your hands are relaxed, your fingers are spread wide, your index finger is pointing forward. Rotate your shoulders so that your biceps are facing forward and your elbows are facing toward your thighs. Make sure your hands and knees are wide enough. Your knees should be at least 5 or 6 inches apart. And we're going to do cat-cow. Keep in mind that our head moves last. So go ahead and inhale and arch your lower spine, and at the end, lift your head. And then exhale by pulling your navel in, lifting your upper spine toward the ceiling like a cat, and lower your head at the very end. When you're ready to inhale, arch your lower spine, and then lift your head at the very end. Keeping our arms straight as we do this, we're moving our spine. Inhale, lifting your head. Exhale, tighten the gluteals. Pull the navel in on the exhale. Try and move your spine as much as you can. One more time in each direction. And when you're done, pause with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, pull your navel in toward your spine. And we're going to inhale and lift and reach our left arm and right leg, opposite arm and leg. Stretch as you inhale as much as you can. And then exhale, bring them back down. And we're going to switch to the opposite arm and leg. Inhale, stretch and reach as much as you can. Opposite arm and leg. Exhale, your hands down when you're ready. Follow your breath. Inhaling, reaching and stretching. Exhaling, coming down. Pull the navel in toward your spine as you do this. One more time on each side. And when you're done, just pause in a neutral position with your neck and spine parallel to the floor. Now from here, we're going to pull our navel in toward our spine, and we're going to walk our hands forward into puppy pose, keeping our knees under our hips, lowering our forehead and chest down, pushing the floor away with our hands, and keeping our hips in the air. Inhale and exhale through your nose, opening up the shoulders, pushing the floor away with your hands. And then pull the navel in as you slowly bring your hands back to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to sit back in child's pose. So spread your knees wide, bring your feet together and lower your hips to your heels. And then lower your torso and forehead down to the mat and breathe through your nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to go up into a downward dog position, or you can do puppy pose again. For those doing downward dog, spread your fingers wide, rotate your shoulders so your biceps are facing forward, get onto the balls of your toes, and we're going to push the floor away as we lift our hips up toward the ceiling. And then lifting our heels alternately off the ground to stretch the backs of our legs. Try and relax your shoulders. Breathe through your nose. And again, similar to puppy pose, we're opening up our shoulder area. Try and relax your neck and shoulders, pushing the floor away as we lift our hips into the air. Take long, deep breaths. And then release, bring your knees down to the ground and back to tabletop position. From here, we're going to step our left foot forward. Feel free to place something soft under your right knee if you'd like. And we're going to come up into a lower left lunge with our hands in prayer posture. So our left knee should be above our left ankle. And breathing through our nose. If you'd like a deeper stretch, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands for the ceiling. Reaching and lifting. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up toward the ceiling, and exhale, bring your hands down to the floor next to your left foot, keeping your right hand on the floor and your right arm straight. We're going to inhale and lift our left hand up toward the ceiling and breathe through our nose. So we're pushing the floor away with our right hand as our left hand reaches for the ceiling. Our torso is twisted. You can look up at your hand if you'd like, or sideways or down. Inhaling and exhaling through our nose. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring your hand back down next to your left foot. Push the floor away as you pull your left foot back, and we're going to switch to bring the right foot forward. Again, you can place something soft under your left knee if you'd like. Make sure your right knee is above your right ankle, and when you're ready, come on up into prayer posture in this lower right lunge. Breathing through our nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Take long, deep breaths. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up. And exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of you. And then inhale, make a circle, reach up toward the ceiling. Exhale as you bring your hands down next to your right foot, keeping the left hand on the ground and the left arm straight. We're going to inhale and lift our right hand up toward the ceiling, twisting our torso as much as we can. You can look up at your right hand or at the wall or down at the floor, however you feel comfortable. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring your right hand down next to your right foot. Push the floor away as you pull your right foot back. And we're going to sit back in child's pose again. So spread your knees, bring your feet together, lower your hips as far down toward your heels as you can, and then lower your forehead and torso down to the floor, breathing through your nose. Now lift your head, straighten out your arms, and come back up to tabletop position. And from here, we're going to do downward dog again, or you can do puppy pose. So adjust your arms and fingers, get onto the balls of your feet, and push yourself up into downward dog. Again, you can lift your heels to stretch the backs of your legs. Try and relax your shoulders as we push the floor away and lift our hips toward the ceiling. And then slowly walk yourself to the front of your mat, and then inhale, reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale your hands down by your side. Now separate your feet about 4 or 5 inches apart. Observe your feet. Make sure that the weight of your body is evenly distributed on the bottoms of your feet. And we're going to inhale and reach our hands up toward the ceiling and exhale them down. Again, we're going to inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling, and then we're going to pull our navel in as we swan dive down, bending forward, and bend your knees as you place your hands on the outside of your feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Stretch the backs of your legs, moving your knees up and back and forth. Get a good hamstring stretch. Then place your hands on the floor, and we're going to step our right foot back, keeping our left knee above our left ankle, and then inhaling up into Warrior One with our hands in prayer posture. So our hips and torso are facing forward, and our left knee is above our left ankle. From here, you can inhale and reach your arms near your ears if you'd like. A deeper stretch. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Try and straighten out your arms. If you'd like, you can bring your hands together above your head. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of your chest. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up toward the ceiling, and exhale, turn your torso to the right side of the room as you lower your arms, both arms parallel to the floor. We've rotated our torso and hips to face the right side of the room. Adjust your right foot so that it's pointing more toward the right side of the room. Our left knee should be bent over our left ankle. Lower your shoulders. Imagine you're bringing your shoulder blades together and lifting your chest. And try and gaze out over your left fingertips. Inhale and exhale through your nose. And then inhale as you swing your right arm forward, turn your hips and torso to face forward, adjust your right foot so it's facing more forward. As you reach your hands up toward the ceiling and exhale, tilting over, bringing your hands down to the floor next to your left foot. Step your right foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down. Bend your knees, pull your navel in toward your spine as you inhale and reach your hands together above your head and exhale your hands down by your side. Again, inhale, reaching up. And we're going to swan dive down, hands to the outside of our feet. Inhale up halfway and relax down, stretching the backs of our legs, moving our knees back and forth. Our knees are bent, moving our knees back and forth to stretch the backs of our legs. And then place your hands on the floor and step your left foot back, keeping the right knee bent over the right ankle. When you're ready, inhale up into Warrior One with your hands in prayer posture in front of your chest. Breathing through your nose. If you'd like, you can move your arms near your ears and reach your hands up toward the ceiling. Take long, deep breaths. If your hands are above your head, inhale, reaching up, and exhale, bring them back to prayer posture in front of you. And then inhale, make a circle, reaching up toward the ceiling, and exhale as you bring your arms parallel to the floor. Turn your torso and hips and adjust your left foot so that you're facing the left side of the room in Warrior Two. Our arms are parallel to the floor. Bring your shoulder blades together behind you and lift your chest as you gaze out over your right fingertips. Breathing through your nose. Lower your shoulders. To lower your shoulders, just bring your shoulder blades together behind you and that'll help lower them. Lifting your chest at the same time. Now inhale as you swing your left arm forward and rotate your hips and torso to face forward. Adjust your left foot as you reach your hands up toward the ceiling, and exhale as you bring your hands down to the floor next to your right foot. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up halfway and relax down, stretching the backs of our legs, bending our knees and moving our legs back and forth to stretch the backs of our legs. Then bend your knees, pull your navel in toward your spine as you inhale and reach your hands up toward the ceiling, palms together, and exhale your hands down by your side. All right, now we're gonna sit down on the mat with our legs straight in front of us, arms to the side. Inhale, reaching up, lift your chest toward the ceiling, and exhale, lower your arms down. Again, inhale, reaching up toward the ceiling, and this time exhale, tilting your torso forward. Place your arms as far forward as you can comfortably reach. Make sure you can take a deep inhale and exhale. Breathing through your nose. Now with each exhale, see if you can bring your spine, your torso closer to your legs and adjust your feet. Adjust your hands as you come forward. Inhale and exhale through your nose. Go as far as you can and just breathe. Try and take long, deep breaths. Allow your body to breathe. Imagine your chest is coming forward to the front of your feet. Don't bend your head. Imagine your chest is coming forward. If your torso is all the way down, feel free to place your forehead on your knee, but if it's not, just find your spot and breathe. And then inhale, slowly coming back up. Keeping the right leg straight, we're going to take the left foot to the outside of our right thigh, keeping the left knee in the air. Take the left hand behind you for support and sit up straight. Lift your chest toward the ceiling. Take your right arm to the right side of your body. Inhale through your nose. And exhale as you take your right arm and wrap it around the top of your left knee and turn your torso to the left side, inhaling with the straight spine and exhaling with the straight spine. If you'd like, you can take your left hand behind your torso and grab your right hip as you inhale with a straight spine and exhale, twisting to the left side. Go as far as you can and just breathe. And release, come all the way around to the right side. And then release your legs, lift your knees up and down. Now keeping the left leg on the ground, we're going to take the right foot to the outside of the left thigh. Keeping the right knee in the air. Take your right hand behind you and sit up straight. Our right hand is going to be for support. Keeping our hips on the ground. Take your left hand to the left side. Inhale with a straight spine and exhale as you take your left arm, wrap it around your right knee and turn your torso to the right side. Inhaling with a straight spine and exhaling as you rotate to the right side. If you'd like, you can take your right hand around your torso and grab your left hip. Inhale with a straight spine and exhale with a straight spine. Go as far as you can and just breathe. Allow your body to breathe. And release, coming all the way around to the left side. And then straighten out your legs. Lift your knees up and down. Now from here, we're going to scoot to the front of our mat with our knees bent. Moving our arms parallel to the floor. Pull your navel in and lift your chest as you tilt back and lift our feet off the ground. Breathing through our nose, inhaling and exhaling. You can stay here, or if you'd like, you can straighten out one leg or the other or both, however you feel comfortable. Try and make sure your knees are not bent. So we're straightening out our leg. And then lower your feet. You can grab your elbows or your wrists and relax. Now we're going to do that again. So move your arms parallel to the floor. Lift your chest as you pull your navel in and tilt back. Lifting your heels off the ground, breathing through your nose. Find that balancing spot. Allow your arms to help you balance. And when you're ready, you can straighten out one leg or the other or both. Try and straighten out the leg as much as possible. And then lower your feet. Grab your elbows and wrists and relax for a moment. And then pull your navel in as we slowly come down with our spine on the ground and stretch our arms out parallel to our shoulders with the palms of our hands facing up toward the ceiling. Keeping the knees bent in the air. Walk your feet under your knees. Then pull your navel in toward your spine, lift your hips off the ground, and lower your hips to the left side of your mat. Take a deep breath and inhale through your nose, and exhale as you allow your knees to relax to the right side, and turn your head to gaze at your left palm, keeping the shoulders on the ground. Our knees are relaxed to the right side, and our head is turned to gaze at the left palm. Take long, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale through your nose. If you'd like to straighten out your left leg over your right, bring your left foot down to the ground, keeping the shoulders on the ground. Inhale and exhale through your nose. If your left leg is straight, bend it back over your right. And then inhale as you bring your head, your torso, and your knees back to the center. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees again. Pull your navel in toward your spine. Inhale, lift your hips off the ground as we lower our hips to the right side of our mat. And then take a deep breath. Inhale through your nose. And exhale as you allow your knees to relax to the left side and turn your head to gaze at your right palm, keeping our shoulders on the ground, breathing through our nose. If you'd like, you can straighten your right leg out over your left, lowering your right foot down to the ground, keeping our shoulders on the ground. Take long, deep breaths. If your right leg is straight, you can bend it back over your left. And then inhale, bring your knees, your hips, your torso, and your head back to the center. And lower your arms down next to your torso. Adjust your feet so that they're under your knees and that you can practically grab your ankles with your hands if you needed to. From here, pull your navel in toward your spine. And we're going to inhale and lift our hips as far up as we can, and then exhale, lowering them with control an inch off the ground, not all the way. When you're ready, inhale, lifting and reaching, tighten the gluteal muscles when you inhale and lift. And when you exhale, coming down an inch away from the ground. Using the heels of our feet when we inhale and lift our hips. And with control, coming an inch away from the ground. Move with your breath. When you're ready to inhale, lift. And when you're ready to exhale, coming back down. One more time. This time, keeping our hips off the ground and then moving our straight arms under our hips, interlace our fingers under our hips and breathe through our nose as we lift our hips off the ground. Keeping your feet under your knees will help. Make sure you're using the heels of your feet to push, to lift yourself and tightening the gluteal muscles. One more breath. Inhale, and then release your hands from under your hips and lower your hips down on the next exhale. Now lift both feet off the ground and lift your feet into the air. Reach your hands up to the outside of your feet and grab the outer edges of your feet, pulling your feet down, allowing your knees to go to the outside of your shoulders into happy baby pose. And from here, we're just gonna lift our feet up and down, give our spine a nice massage. You can also rock up and down if you'd like, giving your spine a nice massage, releasing any tension you may feel. Breathing through our nose. Whoops. And if you rock out, just get back in. And then inhale your feet and hands up toward the ceiling and lower them down to the mat. And we're going to do our final pose for the evening, which is Shavasana. So adjust your body so that you're on your mat. Close your eyes and separate the heels of your feet Allow your toes to relax to the sides. Move your arms 3 or 4 inches away from your torso with the palms of your hands facing up toward the ceiling. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing. As you inhale, observe your abdomen expanding. And as you exhale, your navel contracts toward your spine. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, your wrists, and your fingers. Relax your hips. Relax your thighs, your knees, and your calves. Relax your ankles and toes. Focus on your breathing. Take long, deep breaths. Now wiggle your toes and your fingers. And when you're ready, bring your hands above your head and stretch your body. And then bend your knees and bring them close to your chest and rock side to side. Then move your body to one side and take a few deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. And then push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. We'll end the practice with a breathing exercise. We're going to inhale through our nose as we raise our hands above our head. And we're going to exhale with a strong breath with our mouth open wide. We'll do that 3 times, and then we'll do a final breathing. So go ahead and inhale. Again, strong breath. Again. Now this time, inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose, but bring your hands together and pause at your third eye for kind thoughts. Pause at your lips for kind words, and pause at your heart center for kind intentions. Namaste. Okay, well, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow.